My name is Sakahiro Sudo. I'm 29 years old. I have a little sister who's a 4th grader this year.
Are you sure I can live here with you?
Of course, your family, right? I will be your Oni-chan starting today.
Oni-chan.
Let me tell you about my father's youngest sister. In other words, my aunt. She was divorced with a daughter named Ran.
Mommy.
But she was admitted to a hospital 6 months ago. Ran stayed with some relatives who lived nearby for a while, but her mother never came back home. I have a new family now, and I paid Ran's mother a substantial amount of money when we divorced. I'm sorry, but I can't take Ran in. Ran's father was already with another woman. He and Ran's other relatives insisted that taking custody was not possible.
We looked after her for 6 months. I don't think we could do much more.
Me neither. We don't have the financial stability.
Hey, we should bring her home with us.
I agree. Dad, I'll move back home to help out with everything. My business is doing well. I have some leeway on time. We can do this. You're all right. Let's do it. And so, our family decided to take Ran home with us. I was happy to be bringing home a little sister. Ran was a smart girl, and she was always considerate of others, but I was worried about her. She hadn't had a place to call home for the past 6 months. It couldn't have been easy for her, and her father rejecting her didn't help. Her mother just passed away. She doesn't show it, but she must be hurting.
Please let me wash the dishes.
Oh, are you offering to help? That's so sweet of you. How about I bring you a stool? We can wash the dishes together.
Is there anything else I can do to help around here?
Ran, we should play some games if you don't have anything to do.
But
Go on, have fun playing.
I moved back to my parents' house after we decided to take Ran in. I wanted to be around her so the environment transition wouldn't stress her out too much. My parents are busy people. Just stick around and make her feel comfortable. Ran usually comes home from school around 3 p.m. My mother doesn't come home until 5. I made sure to be at the house during those 2 hours. Did you have fun at school?
yep, we jumped over vaults today. I can get over 7 vaults now.
That's incredible. 7 vaults? That's pretty high.
I'm home. Thanks for watching, Ron.
Well, I guess I'm off to work.
Honey-chan, I'll see you soon. Sorry for getting in the way of your work.
Don't be silly. You're not getting in the way of anything. I'll see you when I get back.
Hey, is that you, Takahiro? Oh wait, bumping into you at this station means, do you still live with your parents?
I was on my way to the station when I bumped into my ex-girlfriend, Rio. She is 2 years older than me, and we used to work together. I met her at the restaurant I worked at after graduating high school. We lived in the same area. We would go home together and eventually ended up becoming a couple. She's sitting again. At the time, I was full of motivation towards work. I wanted to learn and absorb everything I could since I was planning on reopening a restaurant in the future. Unfortunately, Rio was the opposite. She was the laziest employee there.
Gosh, I'm so sick of this. They won't let me cook, and I barely get paid. Coming to work for this restaurant was the worst decision I've ever made. I only picked it because it's famous.
There's a lot to learn from watching our bosses work.
I graduated from culinary school, but I'm still working like a part-timer.
Hey, let's break up. We're not suitable for each other.
Sure, I'm planning to leave this place anyway. You can go on and continue wasting your life here. You'll probably die before opening your restaurant. I hope your life doesn't end in a tragedy.
Rio quit the restaurant the next month. I stayed and worked there for the next 7 years. 3 years ago, I finally opened my restaurant. It's located 4 stations away from my parents' house. I lived by myself for a while, but I moved back with my parents recently.
Oh gosh, did you come home because you lost hope after failing? You should have listened to me when I said you would never succeed if you stayed at that stupid restaurant. Just FYI, I work at the best place now.
Her personality hasn't changed. It's so ugly. That's not why I moved back. Don't worry, my life is going in the right direction. Bye. A month passed after Ran moved in with us. I was relieved to hear that she had made a friend. All we wanted was for Ran to have a normal childhood.
Ranzani-chan, hello!
Hi there, Kaoru-chan.
Honey-chan, Kaharu-chan invited me to sleep over at our house this Saturday. Is it okay if I go?
Sure, I should give Kaoru-chan's parents a call to thank them. Ran was starting to slowly open up her heart toward us, but I could tell she was still holding back. Ran, you're home. Do you want to go shopping with me? Is there anything you need for school? I heard shops have stationery with popular characters on them.
It's okay. I can still use the stuff I have right now.
Oh, come on. I know you were looking at this yesterday.
Oh, well, I was just checking it out.
And you want it, right? Let's go shopping. You'll always need pencils and erasers. It's better to have more.
Can I buy 2 pencils? They have sparkles in them, so they're 10 yen more expensive than regular ones.
Is that all? Wasn't your pencil case worn out? And you used up most of your eraser. Oh, let's buy a new ruler. What about this? A pencil cap.
Are you sure about this? It's a lot.
Yep, don't worry about it. You need them for school.
Your kid has to worry about spending too much money at a stationery store? You must be super poor. You made it seem like you were making big bucks. You were bluffing, weren't you?
Fuck off.
You know, I didn't expect you to have such an old kid. You moved back in your parents with your daughter. Does that mean you got divorced?
Stop talking. Ran's situation is complicated without you bugging us about it. That's none of your business, Rio. Hey, let's get going.
Okay. okay.
I want to get away from Rio as soon as possible. I didn't want Ran to remember the pain she was starting to move on from.
Daddy, Mommy, look at what Oni-chan gave me.
Hey, that's so pretty! Are those characters from a show? An amoeba or something?
Daddy, this is a lizard, and this one is a ghost.
Ran, you are part of our family now. Don't be scared to let us know if there's anything you ever need.
Well, I know everyone is super busy. It's okay if you say no, but remember how I went to sleep over at Koharu-chan's house?
Uh-huh.
Koharu-chan mentioned she wanted to sleep over here sometime.
Of course she can! You can tell her she's welcome anytime.
Really?
And so, Friday evening, Ran's closest friend, Koharu-chan, came to sleep over at our place.
Ran-chan! Hi, I'm Hinata. I'm Koharu's older sister. Thank you for having Koharu. This is for you. It's not much, but I hope you like it.
I've heard so much about Koharu-chan. Ran had such a great time at the sleepover.
Oh, are you the older brother Ran-chan is always talking about? She told me heartwarming stories about her family when she came over to our place. She's told me a lot about you. Ran-chan, I bought coloring books. You want to take a look? Okay. I'm the oldest sibling, and Koharu is the youngest. We're 15 years apart. We have a very full house at home, a total of 6 siblings.
Ran told me Koharu-chan's house was full of energy. She enjoys spending time there.
Ran-chan told me what happened and how she ended up here. She said she is grateful. She feels lucky that you are her family.
I had no idea Ran felt that way. It's a relief to hear that.
We're both older siblings of young children. I hope we can help each other out. I've been taking care of my siblings most of my life. Please don't hesitate to ask if there's anything you need help with.
I appreciate that. I haven't met any of Ran's classmates' parents. It's reassuring knowing I have you. Okay, guys, so that's some time before Mom gets home. How about we
do what?
make a parfait? The recipe comes straight from a restaurant chef.
You're gonna teach us? A parfait? I can't wait!
Oh my, that looks delicious.
Hey, you're home. Well, I guess I should go to work then. We can make sandwiches for breakfast tomorrow, okay?
Yay!
Oh, Takahiro, I wanted to ask you something. Do you have any plans on Friday of the week after next? From 1 to 3 p.m.
What's happening then?
It's open class day at Round School. It's the first one. I don't want her to feel lonely. The thing is, both your father and I can't get out of work that day.
Okay, I'll be there.
Really? Oni-chan, you're coming? Are you sure? You don't have to do that for me.
It's fine. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Bye, guys.
Bye! See you!
I'm at Ran's school as her parental guardian. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, who's next?
I am!
I'm so relieved. Ran is fitting in at school. Ran, you did a great job. Your presentation was amazing.
I tried my best. I wanted to impress you, Oni-chan.
Thanks. I'll be waiting on the field for you, okay?
Yep.
After I watched Ran's class, I joined the other parents at a parent-only meeting. The students had one more class before school ended. We were to pick them up after the meeting. The gathering ended faster than I'd expected.
Takahiro, it's you. What a coincidence.
Oh, Rio, does your child go to this school as well? Did you take the day off?
Yep, I'm a chef at a cafe-style bar. My work starts in the evenings. It's Friday today. Shouldn't a father be at work? If you worked at a restaurant, you'd be getting ready to open for dinner. I knew it. You're unemployed, aren't you? You have no job, and you live with your parents because your wife divorced you. I feel so bad for your daughter.
Excuse me, why are you being so rude? You have no idea what you're talking about. Suda-san has a job. You're making ridiculous assumptions. You seem to have misunderstood his situation. Suda-san is Ran-chan's older brother, not her father.
A brother? But Takahiro is an only child. Hey, every family has their own story. You haven't heard his story because your child is in a different grade. Suda-san's family took Ran-chan in recently. She's a relative's child. You shouldn't be making inconsiderate comments.
Nobody told me about that.
And by the way, Suda-san owns a fancy restaurant located inside the Fushigi Station building. It's famous. I'm sure you heard of it before. It's called Sekai Te. I don't get why you would think he's unemployed.
What?
Takahiro, you are the owner of Sekai Te?
I'm lucky to have such excellent employees. They're taking care of the place while I take care of Ran. I wanted to be around until she got used to the new environment.
Living with parents because of divorce? Ryo-san, that's your story. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What? Seriously? I had no idea.
And that cafe-style bar you mentioned, it's an izakaya. We all know you're a part-timer there.
Get off my back!
I want to thank everybody here.
Ran-chan tells all her classmates about how wonderful her family is. It warms our hearts to hear how Ran-chan talks about her family to her children. She's right. Ran-chan is blessed to have such a loving family, and she knows it. My daughter told me Ran-chan is always saying she loves her brother the most.
Ran. Just then, Ran walked out of the school gate.
Oni-chan, I'm done! Let's get going!
We did such a great job today. Why don't you bring Mom and Dad to my restaurant tomorrow? Lunch will be on me.
Really? You're so lucky.
You can come too, Koharu-chan.
Seriously? That's so kind of you. Have fun, Koharu.
And Nada-san, you're welcome to come as well. Please, let me make you lunch. It's the least I can do for everything you've done for Ran. The rest of your family can join us if they want.
Really? Are you sure? I would love to be there. We have a huge family. I've never been to a nice restaurant my whole life. Hey, Hinata, you're embarrassing me. Cut it out. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm excited to see what the future holds for our happy family.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.